Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the best high school on the east side of the Chattahoochee River, the one and only Early County High School. Today is a very special day. It's like Coach said, it's kind of tough coming off spring break, but it's a wonderful occasion for a wonderful young man who I had the opportunity to meet about 8 years ago when he was at a football camp. He was the smallest thing out there, the youngest kid out there, and whoever knew that he would grow into the young man who ended up rushing for over 1,000 yards in multiple seasons, becoming one of our scholar athletes and one of our leaders on campus. And I'm just grateful to be his principal today. We're glad to have his family, some of his teammates, talking about the man we call LaDarius, Ceasar, the MVP or LD. His first interaction at camp, I can remember him being the smallest thing, running just as hard, and that same energy transferred into the field this year, seeing him play. So it's just an honor to see where he has become as a young man and the work he put in representing Early County High School. So LaDarius, we say to you, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, we say congratulations. This is your day. We're proud of you, and we hope that you continue to represent Early County High School the way that you have these 4 years as an athlete. Okay?
Thank you. So one thing that this is special for me is LaDarius is part of my first freshman class, and I can remember the first day that went over to the middle school and sat down to talk with him, and I noticed, he was a little bit shorter, but he was always a little bit muscular than everybody else, and after the first day I got around talking, and that's all I could hear was LaDarius Ceasar, LaDarius Ceasar, LaDarius Ceasar. He's going to be great. He's going to be good. And and he came over, and we kind of put the heat on him his first year, and he was small, but he was very athletic and quick. And as a coach, you want to make sure you take care of your younger players to not get them hurt and make sure that they can handle it. And LaDarius was always one that he knew how to fall. And when we say that as coaches, he doesn't really take the big hit. He knows how to miss it and then get down when he's supposed to. So we felt good to play him as a freshman. And that freshman year, he played kind of sparingly and ended up getting hurt in one of the region games. I think it was Berrien County. He got hurt. I think it was our second region game. And so that ended his first season. And then his second season was ended completely shorter than that. It was the first game. And I think he broke his arm in the first game of the year and was expected to get a lot of carries that year. And, just unfortunate that it happened. Go to his junior year. I think in the second game we're playing, second or third game we're playing Cook County, which wasn't in the region at the time. He twists his ankle. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, man, is he ever going to get healthy? If we could just get him healthy, he's going to put on a show. And then he actually got over that ankle injury and came on. And I think he only played in 7 games as his junior and still had over 1,000 yards rushing. And this senior year, he managed to escape any kind of major injury. Had the one against Thomasville that gave us all a scare. Bounced back 2 weeks later. And he still was able to get over 1,000 yards on the season. And just to kind of give you an idea, I think we played 7 regular season games, and in those, 8 regular season games, and in those games he only played in 7. And so he had 1,176 rushing yards, and his net average per rush was 11 yards a carry. And that's pretty special, and that's pretty impressive. And anything over 6 is great, and he almost doubled that. So that kind of tells you how much of an impact he had on our team. One of the best things that he had was the kick return, and he was our Region 1AA Special Teams Player of the Year for his ability to be able to return kicks. And the one thing that comes to my mind, his probably best complete game was when we played Worth County. He had kick returns, he had long runs. I don't even know how many total yards he had in that game, but it was a lot. And that's one of the games that I was sitting here thinking over these past couple weeks, man, what really stuck out in my mind was that game. One, because we had to win that game to make the playoffs. So I was nervous as can be, and the coaches could probably tell you that I was a nervous wreck before the game, just because I didn't want to have a down game and the kids didn't come up flat. But LaDarius fixed that for us because he had the kick returns, he had the rushing. I mean, it was everything in that game. So that game will always be in my mind that he got us through that hump and got us into the playoffs. Along with some of his accolades, not only was he Region Special Teams Player of the Year, he was also AJC Honorable Mention All-State, and he was also a Georgia Athletic Coaches Association All-State. So the accolades speak for themselves. Good kid, always did what's supposed to on the football field. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to LaDarius and his family. You guys can come up here if you like, and we can go ahead and start signing. I'll let you talk.
First off, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for pushing me to where I'm at now. They always told me to keep school for get my grades and then worry about football and stuff after that. And I always been doing that. And I also like to thank my coaches for pushing me on the field, off the field, sometimes in the weight room, you know. But I'd like to thank all the support I have throughout my high school. I'd like to thank some of my other coaches, my basketball coaches also for pushing me, and my teachers also.
Well, I can say that I'm very, very proud of LaDarius. All the way from C-team up into high school. He's been awesome. He's been a great football player since he was 6 years old. I never forget his first touchdown when he was a child. So I'm very, very proud of this young man he's become. I'm just one happy mom right now. I'm very proud of LaDarius.
I'd like to thank everybody, the coaches, teachers, everybody just helping us keep them straight, because as parents, you know, we have to sit him out here, and y'all do a great job with him, because I know without y'all help, he wouldn't be where he is today. And I'm very proud, and I always try to tell him just stay focused and, you know, put God first, and everything else will fall in place. And like I always tell him, do your part, and me and his mom are always going to support him and have his back. And like I said, I'm very proud of him, because he worked hard for it. He deserved it. And I think, you know, like I keep telling him, just keep God first and he'll be all right.
All right, if you guys would like to take pictures, I think if we can, we'll get the coaches to take pictures first, and then we'll get some of his teammates and rest of the family if y'all would like to take some too.
And I've raised for me. He'll